Hello, my name is Katira Gemperland-Sherm. I'm a second-year MFA candidate in graphic design, and tonight I'm going to take you through my proposal. COVID-19 has influenced the way we all live. It has shown us hardships, grief, and immeasurable loss, but it has also shown us community and love. Through my proposal, I plan to showcase this in the City of Revere. Revere has been hit especially hard by the pandemic, and my proposal aims to provide a space of remembrance and levity for the community. I have always loved public art, especially murals. They are often large, they make an impact, they mark events, create lively spaces, and of course, they can address loss. I'm proposing an abstract but meaningful mural for the City of Revere. I'm proposing the mural be placed along the tide wall on Revere Beach, specifically along the 300 to 400 block between two beach pavilions. Placing it here would allow it to get some traffic, as this block is located between two busy roads and several traffic lights. The mural would comprise of around 3-foot blocks of solid color in varied shades, each block representing a lost community member. The colored blocks represent the uniqueness of each life, the vibrancy they held, and serves as an expression of joy for the life lived, along with the loss we all feel. The mural would utilize an otherwise blank space, and as seen from the street, could look like colors flowing into the ocean, signifying the merging of lives and nature, giving a peaceful and cathartic feeling. Accompanying the mural at every entrance to the beach, there'd be a commemorative plaque explaining the purpose of the piece. Why abstraction? Unlike representational art, abstract art allows us to derive meaning from within ourselves instead of relying on a formatted narrative with specific imagery. It also allows us to think beyond our reality, allowing us to rely more on our curiosity. This mural could provide a space for individual reflection. The piece on the right is by Mark Rothko, created in 1961. It's a simple piece with 3 color blocks. Although it doesn't have any words or little images, we can create meaning in it, which in turn makes a piece carry weight. Can an abstract mural still convey the same ideas as a more in-depth piece? Yes, I believe it can. Representational art, or art that has specific imagery in it, allows us to see beauty and understand the message the artist intended. However, for this mural, I don't think it would be fair to tell people how they should see something that is made to represent their own personal loss. This way, there is greater room for interpretation. Every life lost during the pandemic was important and individual. I don't think you can generalize the emotions of the experience of loss. By creating an abstract mural, the people of Revere can feel whatever they need to feel when they see it. There's a study in 2014 that states that abstract art allows us to think more deeply about what we see. I hope this piece provides several things for the city. My main goal is to highlight the beauty of the lives lived and lost of the pandemic. I hope the abstraction allows for greater connection and a place the community can come to reflect. I also hope it provides a respectful and beautiful memorial. I hope this project will get more people interested in public art through the development of the piece. Curiosity is a powerful thing, and maybe more people will ask questions and gain satisfaction through watching the making of this mural. Color choice is an extremely important part of this project. There will be no names attached to each block in order to keep the mural abstract and living. What I mean by this is that it can continue to be an adaptable piece, letting people continue to connect with it regardless of content. I am by no means a color theorist, but I do know that muted tones or pastels would be preferable choice in order to reflect both the joy and the remembrance the mural intends to evoke. Muted tones also tend to reflect feelings of calm, the luster of the paint doesn't fade as easily, and they can signify feelings of levity, renewal, growth, and safety. Some relevant examples that could aid in the process of this piece are the Transformation Bridge and Magical Buffalo. The Transformation Bridge worked to revitalize a previously empty space in Philadelphia. The artist engaged community members in pre-creation interviews and asked them to aid in the content of this piece. While this is different from my intended method of creating, I can also see how this project offered engagement and allowed for a community to come together through an abstract piece of art. Since there is no singular narrative assigned to the images on the bridge, everyone in the community is able to assign their own meaning. The second example is Magical Buffalo. This piece is from my hometown of Buffalo, New York. It's a region with predominantly Polish descent. Growing up, my city got a bad reputation. You heard about the crime rate, the poor public transportation, but you rarely heard about the good. You rarely heard about the vibrant cultural festivals we held each year or the revitalization of the Canal District. To me, this piece shows the pride Buffalonians have not only for their history, but of what the city is becoming. Like the artist, I'm trying to be mindful of the history of the area while also keeping the goal of the project in mind. The artist used abstract elements in her work as well. The flower imagery, shapes, and colors she used don't specifically tell a story, but allow the viewer to have a sense of wonder and further curiosity. According to crpbayarea.org, murals are proven to contrast the negative mental health effects of concrete and asphalt and can have therapeutic benefits. I believe this project will improve people's moods, yes, but I also think it will provide a sense of place, understanding, and an outlet for the difficult emotions accumulated through this pandemic. I plan to assess this project in terms of its ability to make people stop and reflect. I think it would be helpful to send out an anonymous survey after the installation to gauge people's thoughts on the piece. Abstract murals aren't as common as representative pieces, making them harder to judge in terms of impact. Usually we ask, do people get it? Are they moved? But since this piece is so subjective, we instead have to ask what it means to the individual, which can be hard to communicate. With an anonymous survey, people may feel more open to sharing their thoughts. Video and photography may be the best methods to document this piece. Video allows for interviews during construction, real-time conversation, and progress to be documented. Photo is a special way to capture emotion. It would be valuable to document the mural across seasons as well, as the colors are influenced by the scenery, and to capture the various events on Revere Beach and how people would interact with and around the mural. Lastly, here's an example of what the mural could potentially look like. Here I use subdued colors in order to show what the proposed color palettes could look like against the beach. The paint would only be on the street-facing side and the top in order to preserve it as long as it can. The beach side of the wall is more prone to weather degradation and rub-off due to sand and wind. This is my annotated bibliography, which is also included in my written proposal. Thank you very much.